but I like saying things wrong because I find it entertaining. Hello, and welcome back to another Cruisin with Corey. We are out here on a rainy Monday morning to see what we can get here in the world that is gig. If it's the first time, I am a dad who doesn't work a traditional job, just the way that my life's set up, so these gig apps are very important. I take you along for the ride, give you my tips and tricks. Sometimes we do some travel. I haven't posted a lot of videos lately, and it is what it is, but one thing of note that I want to bring up, I have not done a Spark order prior to this video in a week, 7 days. Spark has not been my go-to. I have been big on Doordash, big on Ship, trying to get more into Instacart, maybe raising my ratings and prioritizations on those apps. But we're gonna start today's video off with a Spark order. It's not the best one in the world, but it's something. And I'm not bringing my meta glasses in because it's raining, because that's all it ever does in New England these days. So we're gonna go in, do a quick shop, and we got a few talking points in this video. Probably gonna be more talking than delivering, but if you want to watch me just deliver all the time, look at all my other videos. They're all the same. All right, that was an easy shot, but again, that's not really the point of this video. Shut up. The point of this video is I really want just to... Obviously, this is a dashing channel, it's a delivery channel. There's a million of them out there. I mean, at the end of the day, like, I try to bring something different to the table, a personal touch, and that's what I'm kind of doing here. I need your support. Paul, what is one of the hardest things that we do in this gig world is we go into restaurants and we get food all day for other people. And I'm sure all of us have our certain restaurants out there that when you go to them, the smell wafts into your nasal passage and down into your receptors, and you're just like, my God, I need it! Can't do that sound anymore, apparently. Where you just need the food. Five Guys, Mexican places, and pizza, they get me. And a lot of times I will be on a budget and I'll hit Wendy's up and I'll get a biggie bag. And I've been making that way too much of a habit. And then you combine that, I don't go to the gym, and I haven't even been doing shopping orders. I'm not getting my steps in the stores as often anymore. And I stepped on the scale and I'm the biggest I've ever been in my life. Now, I'm not like, you know, cut the doorway open, get me out on a wheelchair big, but I can just tell that I am getting worse and worse and out of shape. And I'm 36 going on 37 in February. I can't live this lifestyle anymore. So two of the biggest YouTubers I follow that have nothing to do with deliveries, but Dame Drops and Badlands Chugs. Dame Drops got his allure to fame off of fast food delivery, off of fast food reviews. He would go to a McDonald's, review the Big Mac, go to Wendy's, review the new chicken sandwich. Badlands Chugs literally can drink a gallon of lemonade in like 0.3 of a second. The dude is nuts. They're both very large gentlemen, and they both realize they're getting older and they can't do it anymore. And it's really, I've hit home on needing to diet before, but like, it's really like hit a bone with me now. So I am not going to be doing any Wendy's or to go if I'm out, which is really hard because some of you live in your zone and you could just pop home, grab a sandwich, go back out. I live 15 miles out of my zone. I can't just go home every day. It's not like a sensible thing to go home and just make lunch and come back. So it's also hard to pack a lunch that's gonna sit in your car all day. So I'm at a crossroads where at least if I'm gonna go out, which I really don't want to spend the money, maybe go to like a Chipotle or a Subway or a Jersey Mike's, get something lighter, no fried food, but I need to lose weight. And I want this platform that is not very big, but I know I have a couple loyal subscribers to hold me accountable. And I don't know, maybe do it as a bi-weekly challenge, see how I'm doing. But I really, this is something that's going to mean a lot to me. It's really hard to not go to KFC when you deliver a KFC order and the fried chicken is wafting in your nose, but I can feel it. It's getting to me. It's doing damage to my body, and I want to be there for my kids. I want to watch them grow up. I don't want to have a heart attack at 55. There's a saying I heard: what you eat in your 30s is what they diagnose you for in your 40s, which is what they treat you for in your 50s, which is what they bury you for in your 60s and 70s. And it really hits home. So if you are in a similar situation, like, do you eat out way too much? Or are you on a mission to get healthier yourself? Have some comments in chat. Let's motivate each other. And meanwhile, back to the normal sense of deliveries. That order, there was one out of stock. Everything else was fine. Probably 15 minutes in the store, 10-minute delivery. Let's go drop it off. All right, back to the store. This is not a great one, but again, I've had a couple goose eggs lately during the week, so I'm just taking it. This will put us at like $45 in about an hour and a half. It's $21, 3 miles, 15 items, nothing unhinged, nothing out of the ordinary. So it stopped raining, so we'll put on the metas and let's go in and do it. All right, back at, it seems like it's a Spark day. So as soon as I thought it was a Spark day, we get, Doordash wanted to come into the mix, and we got a really good one, and I didn't get a screenshot because I suck. I haven't said that one in a while. But it's $15, 2 orders, about 3 miles total. I'm picking up a cup of soup at Panera, and then I'm going to Petco in the same plaza, presumably getting a bag of dog food or something. And they're literally like across the street from each other. So easy $15 and not too shabby for a Monday. I think we'll be at $65 in about 2 hours on a Monday. Can't complain about that. So Panera is right here. Yes, I know it's called Panera, but I like saying things wrong because I find it entertaining, and that's the reason why. So let's go get a cup of soup, a little spot of soup. I might, is that British or is that Australian? I don't know. I can't do accents, brother. Let's go. All right, nice and easy drops there. One was handed to me. He came outside, gave me a PIN number, even though I didn't need it, but I appreciate the being preparedness. And of course, the second one just dropped off right at the door. So it's 12:15 right now. That puts it to $65-ish, around 63, $65, something like that. I mean, would I love to get to 100? Absolutely. Probably got till about 2 o'clock before I head back. But, you know, it's the Spark light has turned off. There's no red on the 2 dots. I only got 2 Walmarts in my zone. One more brief talking point, actually. I put a short up about a couple months ago when I got a $95 order on Spark, and I got a comment kind of roasting me like, well, do you take orders less than $20? I don't get out of my car for less than 20. Because I just took a couple, like, you know, the last order I just took was only like $20. It wasn't great. But to comment on that, again, I live in a more rural area. So I could cherry pick DoorDash orders on Friday and Saturday, sure. There's enough to go around. But when it comes to grocery orders, I can't just sit there and wait for the bangers, wait for the bangers, wait for the 50s and 60s and 70s. Like maybe if I lived in Boston, maybe I could. So you have to do the math. 20 bucks for an order that takes you a half hour is a $40 an hour rate. Especially if you can get back to the store within 30 to 35 minutes, start to full completion and set up back for another order in about a half hour. You gotta take what makes sense. The amount of time, because I know plenty of people in rural areas, such as where I live, who will turn down the 11s, the 15s, the 17s just out of spite, even though they make sense numerically. It's $2 a mile, it covers your expense, you're still getting a good dollar per mile, you're getting a good dollar per hour, you're just not taking it on spite. And that's something that in small areas, you can't play those games, especially on a Monday, a rainy Monday morning, afternoon. So that's my logic. Again, if I didn't take them, I would only be at probably $15 right now. So I'm glad that I did. At this point, maybe we'll do one more delivery on camera. But yeah, let's just see if we can get one more thing of interest here. And I'll let you know what I get when I get it, if I get it at all. All right, back from that order. And I just took another shop. 33 bucks for 16 miles. Now a lot of you will be saying, what the hell are you going 16 miles? They should be paying like $60 for me. Well, I live like 15 miles away from the store, so 79.6% of those miles I would be traveling anyways, and it takes me home very close to 100 bucks, which 100 bucks on a Monday is unheard of in today's time. So 18 items, not too shabby. It's gonna need a PIN number, so I'll just text them on the way and let them know. Because if I have to go back, that's gonna suck. But let's think positive. Let's go. Nobody's putting carriages back today, so I did a solid and I took one from the parking lot. Don't be a douchebag, do your part. I'm about 5 minutes from the delivery and it's flipping monsooning out and I need to get a PIN number. God help me. All right, thank goodness she did come relatively quickly. Got the stuff, had the PIN number, so we're all good and gravy. We are in a different zone now, so it's also monsooning, so I don't really want to continue working, but we'll at least see if there's anything coming up. But for the sake of a video, I think we'll wrap it up. We made just under 100 bucks. Here's the total and the breakdown, that one Doordash. And again, first time I've done Spark in a week. Haven't gotten any orders, but today, I guess I was on the nice list as we approach the holiday season. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. We're growing this slowly, but we're having fun doing it. Again, going back to what we talked about earlier, get down in the chat. Are you on the same kind of mission I am with, you know, weight loss and being bad about spending money when you're out doing deliveries? Let's support each other. Let's be there for each other. And I promise to start doing some more interactive things here with the channel. Looking to try to differentiate myself. There's 1,000 Doordash channels out there. Happy and grateful that you watch me, and I want to try to do something a little different because I don't want to just be run-of-the-mill. It's not who I am. But either way, this is Cruising with Corey. Corey out.